Good evening. Welcome to this channel about past lives and reincarnation. So in my last video I talked about this question. The question was, when you die, do you forget everything? And I want to talk more about this. And the answer is no. You don't forget anything actually. It's remarkable, but you don't. All the knowledge that you acquired in your past lives is available to you. Now, I think the reason why some people assume that they forgot everything is because it's when they try to do something, you know. Maybe you had this experience. I think a lot of people had this experience. They are faced with some activity or something and they feel, yeah, I know what to do, right? This is easy. And then when they try it, they find it very hard and they sort of have to learn it again. So they assume, you know, I just forgot. Everything is forgotten. It's quite simple, really, this thing, this phenomenon. You know, the spiritual existence is so vastly different from the physical. Well, you can't really compare them. The spiritual existence has no laws. The physical has a lot of laws. It's about laws, isn't it? Rules. The spiritual existence have no rules. You know? I learned about this when I was 5, when I left my body. I noticed, you know, this is so different. I could see, but I didn't have eyes. For instance, I could hear, but I didn't have ears. See? So I became so interested in this. I just knew that, okay, so this is a completely different thing, you know? And it is, of course. And I think it's frustrating for some kids, I think especially kids, when they feel, yes, I know how to drive a car, I know this, you know. And an adult says, no, you can't, you have to learn it. Well, I know what to do. No, you don't, you know. Pretty frustrating. And it's sort of true, right? They have to learn it again, because you have to sort of rewire yourself to the new situation. Every time you start a new life, you have to sort of relearn. But you know, there are some examples, a lot of examples, I think. You know, the child prodigies, maybe the best proof of past lives there is, maybe. These kids who just know what to do, and they do it. Right? Mozart is probably the best or well-known example. You know, he wrote his first piece when he was 3 years old. And, you know, I think he was 6 years old. He could just look at the sheet of music and play it. Any music, he could do it. He just picked up the violin and started playing, you know. So I can imagine this guy, he came into this new life as Mozart and he thought, yeah, this is easy, you know. I just do what I did before. It was easy for him. But I had myself examples like this, right? Not like Mozart, no. But you know, when I started studying French in school, I just knew what to say. It was so easy. And I know my teacher, she was excited about this, of my pronunciation of French. You know? Same thing when I started painting, actually. When I picked up the brush, I had that very, very strong feeling that I knew what to do. I still had to learn, again, sort of, yes. But that feeling was so strong. Right. Now, this existence, you know, the spiritual existence is so different from the physical. sometimes I have seen this with people, that they have moved up into the spiritual existence, and they are not as much physical as they maybe should be, you know. And you see it, you can see it with some people. Eckhart Tolle is a good example of this. If you ever listen to Eckhart Tolle, just watch this guy when he's talking. He's doing a great job, by the way. I very much recommend Eckhart Tolle to listen to him, because he's talking about consciousness, and he's describing it so well. There's a series of lectures that he did, and I've been listening to a lot of this stuff, and I think he's spot on about practically everything that he's saying. Very good. But you know, when you listen to him, when you look at him, when he's talking, you can sort of see it, can't you? It is not really connected to the physical. It's quite obvious, I think it is. Very good guy, Eckhart Tolle, I think. All right, be good.